This Monday, James Holmes goes on trial for a shooting rampage that killed 12 people and wounded 70 more in an Aurora, Colorado movie theater. The attack took place in July of 2012, you'll remember, during a midnight premiere of The Dark Knight Rises. Well, Holmes has pleaded not guilty by reason of insanity. His attorneys say he was, quote, in the throes of a psychotic episode at the time of the shooting. Prosecutors argue that he was sane, and they're pushing for the death penalty in this case. Let's bring in our legal guys. Avery Freeman, a civil rights attorney and law professor, joining us from Cleveland. Good to see you.
Hi, Frederica.
And Richard Herman, a New York criminal defense attorney and law professor, joining us from Fort Lauderdale today. Good to see you as well.
Hi, Fred.
All right, you guys. So a big part of this case will be decided by what James Holmes' mental state was. So far, we don't have a whole lot of details about what experts have found. So will this become a case of, whose expert is more believable, Richard?
Yeah, Fred, it will absolutely be the battle of the experts. And, we have to put aside our anger and our disgust at what happened here and understand in the legal system, we punish people based on their state of mind. What were they thinking at the time they committed a crime? Could they form the specific intent to kill, for instance, in a murder case such as this one? So the whole case will surround whether or not he was having such a psychotic episode that he could not form the requisite intent to commit murder, and or did he not know that what he was doing was wrong? That's what the defense is going to try to do. It's you talk about Mount Everest, talk about a hurdle here. You look at deliberation and intent and the amount of planning that went into this, and then the actual execution. Very, very bad.
Yes, so we're talking about really examining, Avery, all things that led up to his actions before the shooting. He began stockpiling weapons in May, apparently. He took photos of the movie theater the month before the shooting, and he bought his ticket to The Dark Knight Rises weeks in advance. So at the same time, he's pleading not guilty by reason of insanity, and his attorney saying there was some psychotic episode. But when you look at all of this planning leading up to, does it not sound like he had the wherewithal about his abilities, about intent, all of those things? So might it be difficult for his defense?
Well, I mean, it drips in premeditation. Not only do you have the purchase, as you say, of the arms, the ammunition, case in the joint, he actually booby-trapped his apartment knowing that the police would go there and they'd be killed or injured after the incident. The argument here on the insanity plea is it's essentially a psychotic moment. Well, you can piece together over 3 months of psychotic episodes. I can't understand how the defense could possibly achieve that result. Now, remember, there are going to be 5 experts, Frederica, 2 for the prosecution, 1 for the defense, and 2 independent experts, psychiatrists, testifying engaged by the court. And studies show that ordinarily juries will look to the independent studies, but you said earlier, we have no idea what they're going to say, and that's where this case turns.
All right, all starts Monday. Avery, Richard, thank you so much. And of course, I think some people might have forgotten about that painstaking process of the booby trapping of the apartment. So that too plays a significant role in all this. All right, appreciate you guys.